Pint Fever, Pint Fever. Welcome to the podcast. So yeah, Vic, I'm just going to chuck you in the waiting room so it's a surprise after Josh
Yeah, perfect.
introduces.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then we'll start straight away.
Is this going to be part of the recording?
Right, go introduce it. It's your turn to introduce it.
What's the name of the show? Pintsize podcast. Fucked it already. I forgot the name of the show.
Start.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Pintsize podcast, episode 3. You're here with your host Josh and co-host Angus.
And we've who's our special guest today? Go on.
Can't bring him in. Oh, AC karate master Vic Reynolds.
Vic Reynolds. AC Sensei on Twitch. Here he comes. He should be in here any second. Beautiful. There we go.
Hey, how you going?
Oh,
Nice to be on the show.
long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah, so I've come to win the prize.
You've come to collect Josh's Fucker Fan Challenge.
That's episode 4.
Okay, Vic, what are you drinking? Have you got a beer?
Well, I was thinking I might drink myself an Estrella because
Is it gluten free? Is it one of them gluten free ones?
No, it is not one of them gluten free ones. So I might come up in hives in a bit. So you know.
And what about you?
So
Josh?
to look forward to.
Right.
Josh, what are you drinking?
Sorry, I've got my connection's a bit shit. I'm not really hearing a lot of what you're saying. I'm drinking
Punk IPA. I've got myself a little Amstel beer.
Beautiful.
Nice pint of spunk.
Exactly that, mate. This is going to be a public relations nightmare.
It's going to be the one that gets you banned.
Banned from YouTube. Vic, talking on.
After giving Joe Rogan so much.
Yeah, we're going to get cancelled. Worse than
Joe
Rogan could ever get cancelled. So, Josh, you prepared some interview questions for Vic. Am I right in thinking this? Or do you want to do... Wait. We should do feedback first. Feedback.
Yeah, feedback first.
Right.
Okay, Vic, you can give any feedback you have as well. Do you have any feedback you want to start off with?
Yeah, I felt like the feedback set part of the previous video was a bit long.
Okay. So you thought...
probably skippable, but...
Okay, well, it's quite a strong feature of the podcast, actually. So not all advice is good advice. Let's move on, though, to some good advice. My friend Callum said, essentially, Josh, you don't laugh enough at the funny things I say. He said, I'm very charismatic and kind of lead the conversation. And then you sit there, and he said, you sit there and you look like Quasimodo doing nothing.
Right.
What the hell, man? That's Callum Smith quote. So what do you say to that?
Fair play. I'll take it on board. I'm not going to change, but I'll take it on board.
You're still going to sit there looking like Quasimodo doing nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you got to have some resistance. You're looking for yes men all the time, just someone to laugh at your shit jokes. But
why would you want a no man?
Got to keep your kind of morale down a little bit.
You get a no man, they're always moving around different places. You can never track them down. So think about that.
See,
But to be honest, this guy Callum Smith sounds like the sort of guy to punch a cow in the face. You know, he's just that sort of dude.
He does sound exactly like he would punch a cow in the face. So yeah, that was the feedback really. And who's been cancelled this week?
Yeah, council roundup.
Yeah, council roundup. Let me just find it. Oh, firstly, big news. What's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein's girlfriend, not Einstein's, Epstein's girlfriend. She's been cancelled by the FBI. The FBI have, I think, announced it on Twitter. They were like, she's cancelled.
Really?
So they've arrested her, and everyone thinks she's going to die now. Everyone's like, oh, they're going to do the old Epstein shuffle on her. What else?
That's a shame. Valuable member of society there.
Graham Linehan got cancelled off of Twitter. They banned him from Twitter.
Who is he?
He's the guy that wrote Father Ted, but he's a very transphobic man, and he was being outrageous on Twitter. They got him off there. He went to Mumsnet to complain, and then all the mums didn't really care for him. They told him to get lost, pretty much.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Josh? Because he's Irish and you're part Irish, so.
To be fair, not a big fan of Father Ted. All the Irish people in my family think it's rubbish. So probably for the best. Get him off Twitter. Get him on Mumsnet.
Yeah. Do you want to apologise on his behalf?
I don't.
You don't
I'm
want
not
to
sure
apologise.
that burden.
Okay, fair enough. Also, that's been cancelled. The Simpsons Cleveland show. After our discussions last week,
Really, people heard.
Yeah, they heard the news, and they said, "You're right. This is unacceptable." And so they've said no more characters of foreigners are going to be played by white people anymore. And then other people, I saw people on Twitter saying, "Okay, but we don't really care. We want the police to be held accountable," was really what they were saying. So I don't think our campaigning did a lot for them, unfortunately. So that's another burden you need to hold, really.
I'll put it on the list.
Vic, what are your thoughts on that?
I think top priority right now is get rid of all of those characters played by white people that aren't white.
Okay.
The police can come later, but first we need to sort that out.
Right.
And then later on we can get to the less important stuff, like police brutality and, the less important stuff.
Okay. We might cut that bit out. I'm joking. We won't, Vic. We don't cut anything. This is lo-fi podding. So, Josh, do you have interview questions for Vic? I'm right in thinking you prepared something, yeah?
I didn't, but I'll ad-lib them.
Okay.
My first question, really, what's kind of really on my mind is, my understanding was you were coming on the show in a judo gi, yet what you're wearing has lapels. I'm kind of confused by that. Can you talk us through the outfit, who designed it, where it comes from?
I was told to come in on in my AC costume. Not the judo gi, but unfortunately my original costume was misplaced on the traffic light social.
Vic threw a party, and one of his judo confidants stole his AC costume.
Not just my AC,
be an assassin.
My whole wardrobe costumes. He took my Jedi costume, AC costume, all the hats, my prisoner costume, my pink fluffy handcuffs, and my whip.
He took the lot.
Right.
The important stuff. It's not
Okay, follow-up question. Why do you have all those costumes, all those items?
I like Indiana Jones, so I got a whip. The handcuffs, they just came with the prisoner costume. It was a cops and robbers one. I just accidentally bought a pair with pink fluffy laces on it, and I've only used them 3 times.
That explains it, to be fair, Josh. I don't know if you're expecting much more from that.
That's about end of interview.
The weirdest part was...
I have a question for Vic. Well, it's not a question. I think we should move on to the first segment that we plan to do this with every guest. It's called Dr. Cuff's Cuffing Season Come Up. And you basically, Vic, we're going to help you. Well, I say we're. Josh is going to help you in the world of romance. You can tell us an issue you've had in a past relationship that has maybe really affected it. I know you've just yourself come out of a relationship. Maybe if you wanted to go really deep, you could tell us the reason that deteriorated and Josh could give you a solution. But it's up to you. Choose anything you like and Josh will give you some advice.
Okay. Josh, how would you... I was seeing this girl for a while.
How long's a while?
About 3 months.
3 months?
Okay. Give or take a week. I can't.
What was her full name?
Just put out a telephone number.
Yeah, you don't actually have to say that, Vic. We'll allow her anonymity, the poor girl.
I can't say much. It was just a bit of a sticky situation.
We need more than that to go on, though, Vic. We need an actual problem that he needs to solve for you.
Well, my biggest problem with that was really. Sorry, you have to give me a minute.
The clock is ticking. This is a short, succinct section. Name one issue.
This is more to do with break. I don't know if you are good with breakups rather than actual relationships.
He's good with everything love related.
How do you get a girl to stop having feelings for you? How do you get them to just cut ties? Because in my
you're just too charismatic, is what you're saying. You know, you can't
always come back, crawling back to it. He doesn't want that.
Well, second I saw you wearing an outfit with lapels, I knew this was going to be the question. I knew it was coming up. Those braziers on your arms as well. What girl could resist?
Too damn irresistible.
To be honest, I think you really need to dress down. That's probably a big thing. You're just too damn good a guy.
He dresses too well.
Yeah.
The man who only wears black t-shirts and cargos dresses too well.
Yeah. So that, you know, maybe trying to live the way Angus did in first year of uni, you know, kind of living in a pile of his own wank rags and shit and pissing in the sink. And kind of eating stale bread and burger sauce, kind of that vile existence he had for quite a long period of his life, trying to kind of replicate that, that's probably a good step to getting any woman to leave you alone. That's what I'd say.
Can I just tell you that Vic is the master of all those things you've just said? He's a master at dressing down. He's the master at eating the most horrible things you will ever see. And he displays it proudly when he does make horrible things. He puts it all over his Instagram, all over every chat he's in. It's awful. This is terrible advice for Vic because it's all stuff he's doing now. And the women still find him so irresistible. They can't help themselves, Josh. I think that's a failure for the first ever Dr.
I think you just I called you out.
Oh. Well, hopefully, the guest we have on will have better luck. But Vic, take it from that what you will. Let us know how it goes going forward for you. Do you have any questions for Josh, Vic? Maybe let's switch this interview around.
Switch the interview around.
Switch it. I'll just witness it.
Would you say you've had similar issues with a man of your caliber? Clearly, you must have. What's the most
big problem? One of my top tier problems is getting the women to leave me alone. It's just something I face on a daily basis. But at this point in my life, it's not really even an issue. It's just one of those things. You know, it's like breathing. You know, you kind of just have to get used to it, acclimatize. That's what I'd say.
Vic, whose mum is fitter, your mum or Josh's mum?
Well, I've slammed both, and I'm not sure which one I enjoyed more.
We can't put this on the internet. We're going to get cancelled.
This sort of stuff goes mad on the internet.
Not a good one.
So whose mum is fitter, Vic? Yours or Josh's?
Probably mine. Not mine.
Okay.
I've jacked off to both.
That's one vote for Vic's mum. So every week we're going to ask the guest that question, and at the end we'll find out whose mum is the fittest. So it's 0 for Josh's mum, but Vic's mum's on a 1 at the minute.
Wait, so is it just between me and Josh's, or is it between the?
No, it'll be every guest's mum. Every guest.
Okay.
And we'll have a number of mums that are potentially fitter than Josh's mum.
Surely what it should be is whichever mum wins the competition should be up against the one of the next week's one. So it should be.
Oh, okay. So it's like a
round, you know, like a like, a competition, and eventually episode 10 will get to the final, the final.
So it's the winner stays on. But I feel bad now, Josh, because I feel like your mum hasn't really had a chance to shine.
Yeah, well, season 2 is around the corner.
That's true. She can come back for season
And also,
2.
she doesn't watch this. She watched
Currently,
about 5 minutes, like, this is awful.
currently, Vic's mum is winning. So that's cracking news, Vic. Cracking news for you.
Oh, great.
That's another great segment we've invented, lads.
Oh God.
Um,
I should have been Josh's. What was I thinking?
Who's your favourite e-girl, Vic?
E-girl. Well, clearly my girlfriend.
Your online girlfriend. You've moved into an online relationship.
Oh, I've been in one for years.
Just on the down low. On the download.
I actually did have an online girlfriend.
Download. Like on the internet. Like you download.
Yeah, I genuinely did used to have one when I was younger.
Did you? An internet girl?
Yeah, Instagram.
What was
And the best part is neither of us knew each other's real names.
What was her Instagram name then?
Melly Lav.
Melly Lav. God, this is so romantic. What was your Instagram name?
Neil Jacko.
Neil Jerko.
Jacko, yeah.
Neil Jacko.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
It was a weird one. It was between. I had 2 nicknames because everyone was in my. There was 4 of us in my friend group when we were at secondary school. So we got a nickname from the in-betweeners that we were most like. So I was Neil, and then I don't even fucking know where Jacko came from. It was something to do with fucking sounded Aussie or some shit.
But then you were you were catfishing, or what was the point? What was the goal of this?
I honestly don't fucking know. I got
you just had an online girlfriend for just the bands, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty bad. It was pretty weird as well.
Fair play. So you think Melly Lavo is your favourite e-girl then?
Oh,
that is. What about you?
Yeah, she sucked my bathwater once. It was great.
you got a bathwater. That's lovely.
Had these little brown flecks in it though.
Oh.
Tastes like
who's your favourite e-girl, Josh?
I don't know. What defines an e-girl?
A girl who's online, pretty much, I think, is it these days. A popular presence online. There's like the Jersey girl and the OK Boomer girl and the Belle Delphine. And there's also and the puppy girl.
There I can recognise, and I don't think it's for good reasons, just because.
So you think Belle Delphine's your favourite e-girl?
Why not?
Cara Delevingne.
She's the OG. She's the OG. Cara Delevingne. That's fair. That's fair. I think James Charles is mine.
He got cancelled.
No, but he's back because he's cheeked up, so they let him back.
No. He was cheeked up before he got cancelled. I'm pretty sure.
No, he got cancelled.
He's done that with Rogan.
Cheeked up, and then they were like, you're in the clear.
That's all you need to do.
Vic, are you aware of Anonymous apparently want to delete TikTok? Have you heard about this, Vic?
Oh, is this the something to do with China?
Yeah, know it straight away. Such a science, man.
You're not the only one who reads Unilad.
You know it, boy. You know it. Go on, then. Tell us about that, then, Vic.
Well, I can only tell you the first 5 words of the title, but it's something to do with Anonymous have claimed that TikTok is a spyware program run by the Chinese to gain inside intelligence into the lives of Americans. Which, you know,
so Jinping could be learning the bloody Tootsie Shuffle. Who knows?
He could be learning some
Shuffle before Vic.
No, which one was that one?
It's the Drake one, I think. It's basically hip hop okey cokey.
Is that the weird one where it's like
left foot slide, right foot.
Oh, that
slide.
one.
Yeah. But it's hip hop okey cokey, pretty much.
Yeah. It's just Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes remix, isn't it?
Pretty much. Number 2, the sequel. Josh, you had more questions for Vic, I'm pretty sure. Than...
You just kind of reminded me. I'd be interested to know what Vic's opinion on your TikToks are. What do you think of Angus's TikToks, Vic?
I love the ones about his foreskin.
Those are his.
I'm pretty sure every time you send me one, it's just something to do with you not having foreskin, or
you gotta use what you know. I always have to send them to Vic because Vic. Well, I do the same to you, Josh. Neither of you actually have TikTok, so I just make them and then send them to you. Crave that approval. Crave you going, "Ha, yes, this is very amusing to me."
You always like to tell me how likes.
Mate,
you want to shout out
20k views. 20k views on that one now. 364 likes or something. I'm going crazy.
Which one was that one?
Vic's Twitch though. Vic, do you want to talk about your Twitch a little bit?
Oh yeah, my Twitch had 2 whole followers. Yeah, 2 whole people watching it yesterday. Actually, technically 3.
Yeah, there was a third fellow that came in. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, we couldn't tell who the third one was. So it could be anyone. I could be making it large already. But yeah, it was an intense gaming session. So intense that someone managed to get banned from my Twitch.
Yeah, I didn't actually get banned. I just made that up as a joke.
Oh.
I
just stop listening.
Yeah, I wanted to go to bed, so I stopped watching your stream, but didn't want to seem rude, so I just faked that I got banned from your Twitch chat to save face. I took a screenshot of when I got banned from TikTok Live and used that as the notification to pretend that I got banned from Twitch Live.
Why'd you get banned from TikTok?
Oh, because I was going on a bunch of different live streams of people with 3 viewers, and every time it was a bloke, I was saying, it's so childish. I just kept saying, do you have a boyfriend or are you single? And every time it's 15-year-old lads, and they just get so annoyed that there's no I'm straight option, so they get very angry at it, and then loads of people kept reporting me for doing it.
I didn't hear anything you just said, but I'm just assuming it's going to be something that's going to get us.
Yeah, you can rewatch it. You can watch it back.
Yeah. No, it's going to be something that we're going to get cancelled for.
I don't think so. I wasn't.
We're on the edge, mate.
I wasn't the homophobic one.
Okay, that's good.
No, you just got your dick out.
No, I didn't live stream. I was just commenting on other people's lives. I got banned for commenting on lives. I might have put some more notes down of things to talk about. Oh, do you hear Will Smith is cuck?
Right. Okay.
Did you hear about this?
No.
So his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, she apparently was in a month-long relationship with a bloke called Saint Augustine or something. It's August something. He was saying that he was dating her for I think even a year maybe, with Will Smith's permission. Apparently Will Smith fully allowed it, but then she's denied it since then. But I think that basically, this guy wrote a song saying how he hooked up with Jada Pinkett Smith, and then went on to explain himself and say, no, it was fine with the Fresh Prince. We sorted it out. He was all for it. What do you think about that, Josh? Would you ever consider doing something like that?
Never given it much thought. I don't think it'd be for me. Watching someone I love getting railed by someone else, but
Jesus Christ,
each to their own.
You're a bit more romantic with it. That's horrendous language.
Well, do you want to explain?
What if you were the Saint Augustine character? So you infiltrate.
Would I be the bull?
Marriage? Yeah, could you be the bull?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to rule it out.
I think I would find it just as demeaning.
Yeah, being asked to perform is a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
It's not a circus, you know.
Yeah.
What about you, Vic? You ever had sex before?
Never. But you know me, I'm a people pleaser. If everyone else involved was having fun, I'd go with it, you know.
That's a great
No,
answer.
no harm's being done. No one's getting hurt. You know,
Yeah.
people having a bit of fun. You know, I joined this club actually. It was a weird one because I lost my car because of it, but we had to put our car keys into this little bowl.
You lost your car at a swingers party.
Yeah, I ended up with a bicycle. It was really fucking annoying. Pulled out a key and it was a bike lock.
Oh.
The idea that someone turns up to a swingers party on a bike.
You'd be so sweaty before
Are
you.
you meant to go as couples? Like, it's a bike with there's bars at the back someone can stand on.
Also, the idea that they're throwing in the keys for their vehicles and not their house. Like the whole point is that it's your house keys, not your not your car keys.
Oh, that makes sense. No wonder I've lost my car.
God's sake. Oh, I told you we were gonna do. Right, we were gonna do that segment, Josh, where you describe a movie scene to me.
Yeah.
I have to try and
I was going to describe. I picked a scene that I want to see you reenact.
Right. I also had a thought that this would be very embarrassing for me. And at the time I suggested it, I thought it was very funny. Now I'm like, this is going to be really awkward to do. So I think you need to do something embarrassing as well that we can like put in the same video. I think you need to learn.
Josh.
I'm moving into your film world. You need to move into my TikTok world.
My film world?
Yeah, it's your film world. You need to learn a full like TikTok dance and like actually try it.
Not
learning. They're like 15 seconds maximum. Like you can do a 15-second dance if I'm recreating a whole movie scene.
No one wants to see me dance.
Everyone wants to see that. That was actually feedback number one. I forgot to mention it at the start.
I feel that that's way worse than you reenact film. You reenact films for fun.
No, I don't. But I don't share them.
You've got $100 Baby. Have you seen $100 Baby, Vic?
$100 Baby has been lost. It's a lost footage.
Dig it up.
I can't
Angus
find it anywhere.
A full recreation of $1 Million Baby with just him.
It was a masterpiece, Vic. You would have loved it.
It actually had editing, unlike the podcast.
It was very reminiscent of the Pack Shit.
Nothing beats Pack Shit though.
That's true. Pack Shit.
What's Pack Shit?
Can we get a Pack Shit, Vic? For the
Pack Shit.
Pack Shit. Pack Shit. Is the voice? That's the voice. That's the gang. You wouldn't understand, Josh. You're not a Pack Shit member.
Initiated.
Fully not. We don't allow anyone in anymore. Fully closed.
After Henry. Henry was the last true member to join.
This is true. We're getting him on a podcast one day, Vic. Hen Dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, Josh, so you learn a TikTok dance. I'll do this scene you're about to describe. I'll show you a TikTok dance. I'll send you.
Just jack off.
I'll send you an easy one as well, and you've got to do it.
I'm definitely not going to do it, but
do it because it'll for the views.
Views.
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
All right. Now describe this movie scene to me.
I didn't know I was going to have to describe it, so I'm going to have to do it from memory.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the whole point of the.
You're gonna. I was hoping you're going to watch it. I was hoping you're going to kind of shot for shot recreate the scene.
No.
Ah.
Also, we've got 10 minutes to wrap up this podcast because there's 3 of us as a time limit. So quickly describe it to me now. This is the speediest way to end it.
Have you seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Absolutely not. Describe the scene.
It's got the most famous Mexican standoff scene.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to describe other than just 3 guys kind of standing in a graveyard and then... Yeah, that's a gun. Why do you have it?
Look, move past it. We've got
move on. We don't have time.
This like a Mexican standoff.
Yeah, 3 dudes. And then it builds in tension with like this music playing by Ennio. I can't remember the name of the.
I don't care. I'll
You've got to get the music in, otherwise the scene doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'll source some music. Because this will make sense otherwise.
Yeah, fair play. And then one of them shoots the other one. And that's kind of it. And then they go dig up this grave that's meant to be full of gold.
Okay. And is there any particular dialogue, memorable dialogue that I should?
It's a pretty quiet scene. Like the beginning of the scene before the shoot off happens, the good guy, because it's between the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
The good, he goes and he says something about he's going to write the name of so the gold is buried in a grave. He's going to put the name on the grave on the bottom of this rock, and that's what they're like fighting over.
Right.
So he says that, and then they go, and then nothing else is said. And then after he kills the bad, the ugly is like really angry at him because he took all the bullets out of his gun.
Jesus Christ! All right, you're going to need to bloody do a TikTok dance if I'm doing this. I'll give you an easy one. But you're doing a TikTok dance, fella.
Okay.
You'll love it. To be fair, it's right up your alley.
That's it.
Okay, so I think we're good there, boys. I think that's a successful pod. Vic, what we do at the end of every episode is we say, "See ya, fellas." We do a salute. Are you all right with that?
British or American?
Just that one.
American.
That's the American one, isn't it? That's English.
British, American.
No, we'll do the American because bigger, better, faster, or whatever. All right. We say, "See ya, fellas." Josh, you ready to salute?
I'm not going to do it again.
Do it. When you're the host today, you've got a guest on.
Dude, we'll do the best salute.
No.
Cancelled. We made it to the end.
3, 2, 1.
Got there.
3, 2, 1. See ya, fellas.
See you, fellas.
I hate it.
Oh.